What's going on, guys? This is a story coming from San Francisco. A cop who'd been suspended for racist tweets now charged with bank robbery. Coming from SF Gate, San Francisco Gate, by Bob Agelko. Okay, this is the police officer, Rain Doherty, I think that's his name. A San Francisco police officer who has been on suspension for 3 years for sending racist and homophobic texts was charged Wednesday with robbing a bank. Guess they didn't get paid enough. Rain Doherty, whatever, was identified by a bank teller in surveillance video and later by fellow officers as the man who entered the East West Bank on Irving Street in San Francisco Sunset District on November 29th. Handed a note to the teller demanding 50 and 100 bills and fled with about $9,050 in cash. An FBI agent said in a court filing. Federal prosecutors said Doherty, goddamn, 44, was arrested Tuesday and charged Wednesday with bank robbery, punishable by up to 20 years in prison. Yeah, right. If they don't decline it to misdemeanor. He appeared in court hearing later in the day, represented by federal public defender. I guess he had money for that, and remains in custody. Is in one of the group officers whose text messages were discovered by federal agents in 2012 during a corruption investigation of Sergeant Ian Firminger, then veteran plainclothes officer. The text disparaged racial minorities, women, and gay people. One proclaimed white power, another called African American monkeys. Jesus Christ. And Firminger, according to the court filing, wrote that cross burning lowers blood pressure. Jesus Christ. Really? The KKK cross burning? Okay. Firminger and another officer, Edmund Rhodes, were convicted in 2014 of unrelated charges of stealing money that police had found while searching drug dealers in their homes. The police department learned about the text message from federal prosecutors in December 2012, but did not disclose them publicly until March 2015, leading then police officer Greg Sir to announce that he would fire 9 of the officers, including D, and take disciplinary action against all others. D then filed papers saying he was deeply ashamed. Of writing, he was just ashamed he got caught of writing the text, but arguing that the legal deadline for disciplinary action had expired a year after the department discovered the messages. A Superior Court judge agreed, but was overruled in May by a state court's appeal, which said the criminal investigation of Firminger had suspended the 1 year's deadline until the December 2014 jury in his case. The state Supreme Court denied review of the officer's appeal in September and allowed the disciplinary proceedings. D was suspended from his job in 2015, according to the court documents. See, they gave him opportunities before. He is currently on unpaid status, according to the police department. In Wednesday court filing, FBI agent Gary Grismala, wrote that the robber entered the bank on Irving Street shortly after 2 p.m. on November 29th and handed the note to teller. Okay, we read this already. Calm down, just do it. Spoke to the witness. The teller grabbed a sack of cash from a drawer and gave it to the man, who fled while a second teller pressed an alarm button. Surveillance camera footage showed the robber to be a white man in his 40s with a light beard, wearing a plaid button-down shirt, a baseball cap, similar to the description given by both tellers. I'm gonna just call him G. When photos of the man were sent to the police department, he said D was identified by 2 internal affairs officers. Oh wow, that's international. That means, other cops from different countries, I think. Or maybe police officers that investigate other police officers, I think. One of whom had worked with him at Mission Station, the other an investigator in a disciplinary case. Later at the photo lineup, the agent said one of the tellers was unable to identify anyone as the robber, but the other teller identified D. Okay, let me go back to this guy's face. again, like I did the first story, you know, they've infiltrated police department, fire departments. If you remember that firefighter that said he'd rather save a dog rather than 1,000 black people or something like that. Very racist. He didn't get fired. They infiltrated the EMT, medical. So the three main urgent emergency, 911 services, they have infiltrated all of that. Now imagine me as a black person who's a healthy 25-year-old young black male. Obviously don't have any criminal background because I work at the United States Post Office, and they don't hire criminals or anyone. I don't think they'll get you if you're on a misdemeanor. And to think like a guy like this could pull me over and just take my debit card from me, and I saved up a lot of money, legal money, of course, and he could take my debit card from me. He could just take anything I have in my card of value. And to think this guy was in the department, they gave him chances before, but I'm glad he got what he deserved, and I hope he gets sent and thrown under the jail. And he's worthless to me. I'm not even gonna keep up on this story. If you guys want to keep up with it and send me the update with it, that'll be fine. Please check my earlier videos for my email, but I'll tell you right now, it's Gregory1 in letter form, bro20 in letter form @gmail.com. So it's Gregory1 bro20 in number form @gmail.com. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments, subscribe, share the video, and I'll talk to you in the next one.